Yo, good day, good people. It's your girl Chantel Sorita, sending you all of the positive vibes. So, I wanted to do a video today, pretty much reflecting on the past year and a half, talking a little bit about what's going on as of March 16th, 2020. And just kind of like an update on what I've been up to for the past year and a half since I've moved to New York. So I wrote myself a letter. I wrote a self-love letter, kind of like a reflection letter to myself. For the past maybe 2 weeks, I've been getting up in the morning. For the most part, I ain't gonna say I do it every day, okay? Because I don't do it every day. But for the most part, I get up around, I get up in the morning and, I do what I'm grateful for. I write in my journal what I'm grateful for. So it can be from having food in the fridge to being able to sleep in to, having a clean room. It really varies depending on the day, but I try to write a small, something splurge of what I'm grateful for in here, and then write about the intention I want to set for myself for the day. And yesterday morning, I woke up and I started to write. And instead of it coming out as it's been coming out, where I'm just saying, I'm grateful for this, this, and this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this, grateful for that, it started coming out more as a letter to myself. And when I started to read it, I felt like it was something that needed to be shared for more than just myself. So I'm going to read it. And then I'm going to give my reflection on, what I think about it. And just kind of talk about that. So here we go. Good morning, Queen. You are doing pretty damn good, huh? The seeds you planted are beginning to flourish. You are seeing the things that you manifested, that you intended for. How does that feel? No, really. Take a moment and relish and embrace how that feels. Relish in the moments of your blessings, your gifts. You've worked hard, girl. Very hard to be where you are. And I'm so proud of you. It's amazing to see the intentions you've intentionally manifested for yourself. I love you. Not only because of the things you've accomplished, no, but the reasons behind your ability to be able to do so. You are kind, intentional, funny, and open-minded, hardworking, caring, and understanding, and so pleasant to be around. You are also creepy but cute, rage expressive, beautifully intense. You honor all of the parts of you. You allow yourself to experience emotions and do not shame yourself for how you feel. You pay attention to your body. You cater to your needs. And I truly admire that. You have found such a connection with your higher self that no obstacle can stop you. It's okay to be angry. Let it ride. It's a part of you. Examine it from an intentionally removed perspective. But anyway, let's talk about some of the beautiful experiences that you've come across. Since moving to NYC in September 2018, you found an apartment, learned to live with roommates, thrown parties, had birthdays, hosted guests, gone on many vacations, a cruise to Haiti, a flight to Mexico, Arizona, Florida, Jamaica, and the list grows. You've been promoted a total of 4 times. Damn, girl. But I'm not done. You've quit your day job, manifested a bomb position as content manager of Diva Dance Company. Shout out to Diva Dance. A company that you truly care about. And you've secured a position as a bartender. In a matter of less than 2 years. What the F? I'm so proud of you. So, many things come up when I reflect and I read through this and kind of see this was just kind of flowing out of me. I wasn't intending to write this. It just kind of came out. And one of the things that came up was the idea of being proud of myself. I think for me, being proud of myself is something that comes with accomplishment. And while I don't think that's a bad thing, I don't think that should be my main drive. I think my main drive should be loving and being proud of the abilities that I have as a person that bring about these accomplishments, aka being proud of who I am, being proud of Chantel. And I think I'm saying that from a space of others being able to resonate with that. So I don't know if you resonate with that, but I don't think that it should only be based on, being proud of yourself should not only be based on what you accomplished. So the next thing that sticks out to me is my appreciation of the dark sides of me. I call myself creepy cute. I call myself rage expressive. And I said I have a beautifully intense persona. And that is something that I've learned to embrace. Being able to embrace when I'm in a mood, when I'm feeling like angry, when I'm feeling like I just want to be like the Joker. Embracing, my intensity, and I think that can be intimidating sometimes, even for myself sometimes, but being able to embrace that and being okay with the fact that I'm intense, like that's part of me. Paying attention to my body is something else that I wrote down, and that's been, so for those of you who don't know, for the first 14 years of my life. Is that how long it was? I don't even know at this point. I was a gymnast, and that journey caused me. It was a great experience. I learned a lot. I learned about myself. I learned a skill set that I can't, I don't regret. But it came along with a lot of things that I'm dealing with now. And when I say that, I mean in regards to my body. I have had hip ailments for the past 10 years. They're called hip impingements. When I was 23, I was told that I needed hip surgery. I went into a doctor and I got an MRI. They took this big ass needle and they put it into my hip, all the way into my pelvic bone. I can feel it touch my pelvic bone, so they can put some type of dye in my hip so that they can see what was going on in there. And that shit was uncomfortable. But what they found was that my bone is longer than it should be, and it's catching onto my hip flexor. So this is your hip flexor or your hip socket, and this is your femur. My femur is hitting up against my hip socket because the bone is too long, is what they say. So they told me I needed surgery at 23 years old. I said nah.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
On both hips? What? No, absolutely not. So I did not do that, and I continued on about my life as normal. Maybe 5 years later, I had to do the math in my head. The pain, became more intense, and to the point where I could barely walk without pain on a daily basis. I can't stand too long without pain. Sitting, even you saw I was sitting in Indian style or sitting cross-legged. I know that's not the right way to say it. I was sitting cross-legged, and after a while that hurts. I have to spread my legs out. But that's been, healing my hips has been the goal, or has been the focus for me for the past 3 months or 4 months or so. And it will be the focus for me through the rest of this year, if not, however long it's going to take. Because there's things that I want to do. There's things that I'm meant to do that, you know, I need to heal my hips in order to accomplish. You know, along with me being content manager and, you know, doing a lot of the behind the scenes stuff with Diva Dance, now I'm also an instructor and I teach outside of this and I want to perform more. So in order for me to do those things, I have to have a healthy body. And that leads me into March 16th, 2020. With everything going on right now, and I'm so tired of hearing about it, so tired of talking about it, but it's a part of life. It's reality right now. But with this virus situation going on, it has taught me how to be more attentive to my body. Making sure my immune system is good to go. You know, making sure I'm drinking and eating the right things. Making sure I'm listening to my body. Making sure I'm getting to sleep. Making sure I'm, you know, creating systems for myself that protect me. And I think that should be, or that is, for me at least, and I know someone's going to resonate with this, but I think that is what I'm going to be focused on until everything comes back together, because now is the time. You know, we're about to approach spring where everything is coming out of hibernation and you know, growing and flourishing, you know, beginning to flourish. I think it's the time for us to, you know, get our things in order, making sure everything is set to go, making sure your immune system is healthy, making sure your house is clean, making sure, you know, everything is together, you know, and having this time with everything being shut down the way it is, rather than being anxious, at least for me. I know it's easy to fall into that cycle of being anxious and being on Instagram and on social media and getting pulled into all the news. I think it's really important to stay centered, or at least recalibrate. And that's my recover and recalibrate are my words for 2020. And I literally have them written over there on my mirror. Those are my words, and I think that I'm grateful I picked those words, because that's been what I've been preparing myself for before this started happening. And don't get me wrong, I do fall into my modes of being anxious and not feeling like, you know, feeling uncomfortable with where we are right now. But I come back to my center. I've been working to come back to my center, and that's journaling, that's eating well, like I said, that's cleaning my space. I was on my hands and knees cleaning my floor yesterday because I want to get my room, my space together so I can operate effectively when the time comes again. So focus on what makes you feel good. Allow yourself to focus on what's going to be good for your body. Be attentive to your body. Listen, if you feel like you need to go to sleep.
Some little guys are persistent. Oh, there you go.
Take your ass to sleep. If you feel like you need some water, drink your water, boo. Drink your water, boo. Drink it. If you want to get some kombucha, drink your kombucha, sis. Drink it. You know what I'm saying? If acupuncture is still open, guess where I'm going? Acupuncture. Guess what I'm doing this week? Skyping with my physical therapist so that I can keep doing my hip recovery. Ultimately, what you think about is what you create. What you focus on is what you experience. And my focus is on love. My focus is on recalibrating. My focus is on being centered. My focus is on giving light and sharing light with others. Because now we really need that. And people are afraid. People are anxious. And like I said, I fall into that too sometimes. But I think for me and the person that I am, it's my responsibility to hold the light. So I'm giving you some light. You know, write yourself a letter. What things have you accomplished? What things are you proud of yourself about? And allow yourself to experience it. I was talking to my sister the other day. I have multiple sisters. I have a lot of sisters. I was talking to one of my sisters the other day, and she was saying how she's improved so much on life. Like, she's gotten so much better. And she's grown so much. People tell her this, but she doesn't believe it. And I had to tell her, you know, from what I heard, the way that she was describing it, it sounded like she has improved, and I can see it. I know she's, she's grown as a person. She's upgraded. She's evolved as a person, but she's not allowing herself to feel that because she's still holding on to the old version of herself, because that's what she's used to. But we're heading into spring, 2020, clear vision, right? You have to wipe the smog off of your eyes. And I was just saying this on my Instagram. You have to wipe the smog off your eyes before you can see clear. And you have to notice that it's smog on your eyes before you can wipe it off. If you have dirty glasses and, you don't know that they're dirty, just walking around thinking you can see, and then one day you're like, wait a minute. Or you wipe it and you realize, oh shit, it's dirty. Or somebody tells you your glasses are dirty and you actually listen, you receive that and you wipe them and you're like, oh shit, I can see better now. But it's a matter of first noticing that it's there and being okay with, going back to your old versions of yourself, being okay with letting go of that older version of yourself. It served its purpose and you're grateful for who you were then, and it's not like you're saying get away from me, you're refusing it, you're pushing it away from you, but it's more so that you're being grateful and you're thanking that version of yourself for getting to you to where you are right now. So explore. And some people, I know, there's a lot going on with life in general that makes you question things, but it's okay to question. Be curious. If you need to deflect for a little bit, deflect, but always come back. Come back to your center. My bad, y'all. I ran out of storage, and I'm probably gonna run out again. So let me wrap it up. But if you're feeling that intensity, it's okay. Emotions are energy in motion. You just have to allow them to move through you and continue to experience. And then eventually, in hindsight, you can grow from it. But if it's not something you can try to dissect right now, that's okay. That's okay. Just move through love. I encourage you to write to yourself, maybe write what you're grateful for, or write yourself a letter like I did. But comment below, what's an ability that you have that you're proud of? That's you. You. Not something you've done. You. And last thing I'm going to say is continue to focus and move through love. We're going to be okay, y'all. We're going to be all right. I promise you that. Sending you positive vibes. I hope you are enjoying this little break that we had. Show me some love as I give you some love. And until next time.